government has finally made a decision on what they're going to do about Section 8 and other rental assistance programs and HUD funding. Ever since Donald Trump has came into office, there's been a lot of speculation about rental assistance programs and Section 8. There's been massive layoffs of federal employees. There's been freezing of federal funds to government agencies. This has caused many Section 8 landlords and Section 8 tenants to message me on if this program is still going to exist a year from now, because they were very worried that they'll either lose their voucher or lose the income that they're getting from the government because they have Section 8 tenants. My response has been the Section 8 program is not going anywhere. It has been around for over 50 years, and there's many low-income families, elderly individuals, and disabled individuals that depend on this program for housing. We have an affordable housing crisis. So if these individuals did not receive rental assistance, they would be homeless. And I know the federal government does not want to deal with the nationwide homeless crisis. That would not make America look good at all. And they want to make America look good to the rest of the world, at least in their lenses. So the government just passed a spending bill. The government was in jeopardy of shutting down if they did not come to an agreement on this spending bill. And to Section 8 landlords and tenants, business would operate as usual. Section 8 tenants will still be paid, Section 8 landlords will still be paid, and even if the government did shut down, business would operate as usual for Section 8. That's because Section 8 tenants would still have their vouchers, Section 8 landlords will still be paid. Like I mentioned, Section 8 is a surefire way to get guaranteed rent regardless of what the economic environment is. The last government shutdown was in 2018. And Section 8 landlords still got paid without fail. There was weariness within Section 8 landlords and tenants on what the language would be regarding Section 8 when it came to the spending bill. Because DOGE, which is the Department of Government Efficiency, led by Elon Musk, has came out and said they want to cut spending on what they deem unnecessary government programs. And many believe Section 8 was one of these targets. So it was a surprise to many people when the spending bill was passed and it was favorable for Section 8. This was a big win for any of the participants in the Section 8 program. You can find the spending bill on senate.gov. As soon as the spending bill was passed, I got an email from the Housing Authority of Chicago explaining to me what this bill means for Section 8 participants and what has changed as a result of this bill. It was a great thing this bill passed and was favorable to Section 8 participants because there's already been certain jurisdictions within the U.S. who has cut all applications to prospective Section 8 tenants because they were unsure what the future of the program was going to be. They were unsure if they even had enough funding to allow new participants to be in the program.
Housing Authority has stopped accepting new applications for the Section 8 voucher program, which subsidizes rent for tens of thousands of tenants in the city. The local authority, which is funded by the federal government, says it made that move because it doesn't expect Congress to provide enough money this year to maintain current operations. For now, the Housing Authority has only paused new applications. Those who currently have a Section 8 voucher are unaffected, and their rent subsidies will continue.
The email I received from the Housing Authority was titled "Congress Shows Support for Section 8." And there was a big smile on my face when I saw this email. The thing to pay attention when it comes to the spending bill is the amount of funds that was allocated to Section 8. There was a $4 billion increase in the amount of funds allocated to Section 8. Last year, $28.5 billion was allocated to Section 8. And now they have a budget of $32 billion, which is great news for the Section 8 program. Now that it has this additional money, it's important that the Housing Authority spend it wisely. There's an affordable housing crisis throughout the nation. And within the Section 8 program, there's many individuals with vouchers who cannot find housing. This is because they do not have enough private landlords participating in this program. So with these additional funds, Section 8 needs to prioritize getting additional private landlords within the program. In my experience, many of the landlords who will not rent out to Section 8 tenants by any means, even though that's illegal, is because there's a long process you must go through to get a tenant within your property. Many landlords believe if you take a Section 8 tenant, they will destroy your property. It's either because they've had Section 8 tenants, they know a landlord who has Section 8 tenants, or they heard about the stigma associated with individuals with Section 8 vouchers. When it comes to a landlord that's willing to accept a Section 8 tenant within your property, it's strictly on the landlord to select said tenant. I'm personally a Section 8 landlord, and I'm a strong believer that Section 8 is a great program to participate in. But when it comes to selecting and screening tenants, you need to be even more thorough when it comes to Section 8 tenants than you are for market rate tenants. That's because Section 8 tenants have a different set of problems that market rate tenants may not deal with. So you have to be even more thorough when selecting said tenant. I also think with this increased budget, Section 8 can also help landlords kind of weed out the bad tenants. They can also help in the screening process. That way the landlords have more reassurance that the tenant that they are getting is less likely to damage their property. They can also have a fund allocated to repairing things that the tenants do break, because that's a big fear of landlords. They're scared that if they do take a Section 8 tenant, they're going to destroy their property. They do have a reassurance that Section 8 will fix whatever is destroyed by the tenant. This will be a big relief for prospective landlords and may cause them to participate in the program. That's a wrap for this video. I've been updating you guys on all the changes to the Section 8 program under this new administration. If you want to stay updated, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you know anybody that will benefit from this video, make sure you're sharing with them. To all the Ginas, Ninas, Christinas, and the Tinas, and the Reginas, your play aunties, your play cousins, your play brothers and sisters, your real brothers and sisters and cousins, to subscribe to my channel. The Dr. Investor is out of here.